room of the doctor. A long time ago, far away from the city, there used to be an old mansion in a deserted place. Built with ancient bricks, that mansion looked terrifying even from a distance. But the scariest part of that mansion was the doctor's room. People used to say that the mansion was once a mental asylum, and in that asylum, there was a doctor, Dr. Rajveer, outwardly civilized but a monster within. He used to perform horrifying experiments on his patients. When the truth came out, an angry mob burned the asylum down. But it's said, Dr. Rajveer didn't die in that fire. He got trapped in that room, the doctor's room. Time passed and the mansion was abandoned. But even today, at night, screams echo from that very room. Now, this story is about the present day. A popular YouTube channel decided to host a reality show in that very mansion. The show was called Dare to Enter. The prize was huge. Spend one night in the doctor's room, win 1 lakh rupees. Driven by greed, 5 friends decided to take the challenge. Ashwin, Mahesh, Riya, Vikram, and Karan. At first glance, the mansion looked lifeless. But the moment they stepped inside, the atmosphere changed. Peeling paint on the walls, cobwebs on the windows, and a haunting silence all around. This is nonsense. Just another gimmick to scare people, Karan said, laughing. But Riya, she looked uneasy. The moment she stepped in, she felt something was wrong with this place. They all turned on their cameras and began recording. For the first couple of hours, nothing happened. Jokes, laughter, casual banter. But as the night grew darker, the mansion began to reveal its true face. In one of the rooms, suddenly, the door slammed shut on its own. When Vikram tried to open it, something from behind the door grabbed his hand tightly. But when they managed to force the door open, there was no one there. Then, one by one, strange things began to happen. Right before Riya's eyes, words written in blood began to appear on the wall. You all belong to me. Mahesh suddenly felt a heavy weight on his shoulders, like someone was hanging on to him. And Karan, the one who had mocked everything, was now shivering, curled up in a corner. Then, the most horrifying thing happened. There was an old, dusty mirror in the room. In that mirror, all of their reflections could be seen. But there was one extra face in the reflection. That face, pale white, deep, hollow black eyes, blood oozing from its mouth. And that's when Ashwin remembered the doctor's room, Dr. Rajveer. Frantically, Ashwin dug into his bag for the old document he had found during his research. On that paper was written, if Dr. Rajveer's name is called out inside the mansion, his spirit becomes powerless. But by then, the ghost was already too close. His breaths, his screams, echoed through every wall of the room. Dr. Rajveer! Ashwin shouted with all his strength. Suddenly, the entire mansion began to shake. The walls cracked, windows shattered, and that pale face screamed in pain. One by one, everything in the room started collapsing. Dr. Rajveer! Ashwin screamed again. With one final, agonizing shriek, the spirit turned into thick smoke and was sucked into the walls of the room. Deep scratch marks appeared on the walls, as if someone had clawed at them desperately. When morning came, only Ashwin and Riya were alive. The other 3 were found dead in the room, eyes wide open, frozen in expressions of unimaginable horror. The mansion was sealed off permanently after that. But they say, if you ever pass that lonely road, you might see someone peeking from the broken windows of that mansion. And if you listen closely, you'll hear a faint whisper, I will return.